It was the Roman road. It was the Roman infrastructure. It was the Roman form of governance that made possible the fruition and the multiplication of the early Christian church. Literally, it was the Roman road that made it possible for the missionary expansion of the church. If it wasn't for Rome, the Christian church might have just ended up being a blip on the radar screen. It was the perfect time in history. And I think the time is perfect in another way for us, in our time, in our day. We have a new Roman road. It's called technology. We have these tremendous technologies at our disposal which can alleviate human suffering, which can bring people together. I saw a wonderful video a while back. I'm sure these guys have seen it. You can get on YouTube and see it for yourself. It's called Music for Change. And in particular, go to Stand By Me. If any of you know that song, Music for Change. And what happened is a young man happened to be filming an old black blues musician on a street corner in Chicago on his video camera. And he recorded this guy, and it kind of got a lot of hits on YouTube. And then he recorded another group of musicians somewhere else playing the same song. And then he started going all around the world, recording different ethnic groups and cultural groups singing their version of Stand By Me. And then he integrated all this stuff on his video, and he made his own video. And it's a beautiful thing to see the passion and the energy this guy has to bring people together on the basis of the universal language, which we know is music. And his vision and his goal and the foundation he started is to set up a recording studio, which is a very simple thing, a computer, a laptop, and a little video camera, a recording studio in every little enclave, in every little village, in every little neck of the wood around the world, and connect people with music, bring people together with music. Those are the kinds of things that we can do. We don't need to be in despair. We don't need to be left apathetic because of this great human suffering, because of the condition of the planet. We have an opportunity to redeem the time, to reshape the earth based on these values of truth and mercy and compassion and equity. You see, the problems and the crises that we face are not just economic and social and political and ecological. These are really spiritual problems. I really believe that. They have to do with our moral will, with our vision for humanity. And the solutions are not just technological, they're spiritual solutions. And that's why we need people of faith. That's why we need religious communities like this one, especially like this one, who have that kind of very broad-reaching vision, who are committed to healing the world and helping the world and changing the world. So on the day of our annual meeting, I can say, we are a congregation whose time has come. We are a congregation whose vision is deep enough and wide enough and big enough. We are the right thing at the right time for this world. We're not afraid to dialogue and cooperate with saints and pagans, Christians and non-Christians, believers and non-believers, who share this same passion, this same agenda. We are the open-door, inclusive community which brings people together, which draws circles around people and not lines and fences which divide people. We are a religion which goes beyond the narcissistic, self-serving, feel-good religion that's so popular out there to a religion of the hands and the head and the heart, which is committed to changing the world. And we have, right here in this little congregation, we have the foundation. We have built the foundation for this church. You have done a remarkable thing. You have built a foundation for this church. You've done a remarkable thing. You know, it's one thing to build a church building. Anybody with a pocket full of money can build a church building. Can build some fancy edifice. But to build a great church, this is something else. And we have the foundation here at the Longboat Island Chapel. Now, I'm going to flesh this out more next week, but for the sake of time, I want to quit right now. But I know when I stand up here and offer these challenges to you, I know many of you are saying to yourself, oh my God, I can barely make it on Sunday morning. What can I do? What can I do at this juncture in my life with what I have left? And I just want to tell you this, and I believe this more than anything else. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you're 100 years old and you're in a nursing home and you can't even feed yourself. If you are committed to carrying the light of love in your heart, in your circle of relationships, in your world, then that's all it takes. You see, that really is the key to building a great church. This corporate commitment to carrying the light of love and the peace of the Spirit in our lives wherever we go. That's the key. And there's not a person here today that can't do that.